Okay, I'm going to show you how to use Excel to combine your parent and student information to give you a combined list that is useful based on different criteria. So we're going to be using multiple variables in Excel to do a VLOOKUP. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to the Student Top tab. Now I have no students in this test environment at the moment, but I'm going to show you where you need to go and what reports you need to run. So the first thing you need is you need to go to the field set and pick a field set, something like ES Audit, that has the pupil number as the first column in the field set. Now you could use any field set that you wanted and you could customize your own using the manage field set. Just make sure that the pupil number is the very first column in the list. The next thing that you're going to want to do is go to the print and you're going to want to export it as a CSV file. So just click print CSV and save it to your computer. Then you're going to go to the global top tab. You're going to go to your favorite side tab and you're going to go to student contacts. So student contacts. Then again, you're going to go to the field set, pick something like ES Audit that has the student's pupil number as the first column in the list. And then you can always customize the field set to have whatever information that you want, ensuring that you also include somewhere in the list the relationship field. Once again, you're going to go to print and you're going to export this as CSV and save it to your computer. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to load up Excel and we're going to put the student information that we exported into the first tab. So here I've got the pupil number as the first column and then just the student name. And then I've also loaded the parent information here, again, with the pupil number being listed first, then the student's name, then I've got relationship, which is required as well, and then the parent information that I want. And this information could be based on whatever field set fields you picked in MyEdPC. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new column and I'm going to tell the system what is my combined values that I want to look up. So in my case, I want to combine the pupil number and the relationship together. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go equals. I'm going to pick the first field and I'm going to use the AND symbol and I'm going to combine it with the relationship. So I want to combine pupil number and relationship together because that's what I want to look for. So I'm going to end up with something like this, pupil number and mother. And I'm just going to copy this down and do this. So now I've got pupil numbers and mother, pupil number and father combined together based on mother and father here. So that's all I need to do to the parent information. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the student's information here. And I'm going to say, what information do I want? Okay, I want the mother's name. Oh, yeah, let's do mother's name. Then I want the mother's email. And then I want the father's name and the father's phone number. And this, of course, could be any fields that you wish. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this VLOOKUP. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say I want you to combine. So I'm going to use the VLOOKUP function. And the value that I want you to look up is going to be a combination of the pupil name and mother, because I want to look up the mother's information. Then I'm going to go to the table and I'm going to say, what table am I looking up? And I'm going to say it's going to be this whole table here. So I just click on this top corner. And then I'm going to say, what column do I want to look up? So which information? So the first was the mother's name. So that's going to be column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So column number 5. And then we want to say that this is false. The reason we want this false is in case a student doesn't have a mother, we don't want it to just pick the next available mother. We just want the exact matches. Click OK, and we end up with Kate. So if we go over here, so Johnny Smith's mother's name is Kate. So we can do the same here. We can just copy it down and we should end up with, oh, what are we ending up with? Oh, we got to fix this table. So let me just fix this. I'm going to do this slightly differently. I'm going to go like this. So I'm just going to highlight the whole table. And I'm just going to put little $ in front of the A and then number 1 and the G and the number 7. Go, okay. There we go. Michelle, copy that, put that in here, and Lisa. So I should have Kate, Michelle, and Lisa for Johnny, Peter, and Susan. So Kate, Michelle, and Lisa. There we go. And then now I also want, I want the mother's email. So the mother's email was in column number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So column 7 is where all the email addresses are. So again, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go to the VLOOKUP and I'm going to say I want to look up a combination of the pupil number and mother. Table array is going to be the whole table. Again, I'm going to add those $. Column index is going to be 7. And again, I want this to be false. I want to find an exact match. And there is the mother's email. So it should be Kate, Michelle, and Lisa at gmail.com. And now you can do the same here for the father. You can do the exact same thing that you did here. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. So you'll see here, I want to just fix up these values. I want to make them A2 again. And again, instead of mother, what I'm going to do is I want to make this father. And I can be a little bit clever here. If I add the $ in front of here, when I copy this, it'll fix it, but I'll just leave it out for the moment. So, whoops, we don't want column 7. We want column 5. There we go. There's Jim. Copy, paste. Why does, I'm not sure why this one doesn't have a value. And we do the same here for the email addresses as well. Oops. Copy, paste. Again, I'm going to want this to be A2, and this is going to be column 7 again. So Jim. Somehow I messed up with Peter's information. I don't know what's going on with his father's information. He should have information. I'm not sure why it's not there. But same idea, Bob is his father. So there's Bob's, that's Susie's father. So there we go. And that's how you do it. And you can combine this with any number of fields to give you a big long list. Now, the nice thing is if you keep this information in separate tabs here, when you get new parent information, you can just copy and paste the CSV file into here, replace it, and it'll automatically update this primary list here. So you can make it quite nice and simple. You can create a template essentially.